So, I just got out of the meeting with my son's psychiatrist. He's been in a child intensive outpatient program. My son has a lot of behavioral issues, a lot of diagnoses, a lot going on. He has ADHD, ODD, anxiety, sensory. Very violent when he's unmedicated. We're finally just starting since January to find the right medications that he needs. He's had 2 inpatient stays. So, to all the moms out there who have kids that make life tough, sad, I totally feel your pain. Just last week he tried to kill the family cat, so, and he's only 7, and it's been a long 5 months. He's been violent since pre-K, but we seem to get that tamed, and then this year he totally regressed and seemed to make up lost time with a vengeance. So, for all the moms out there that struggle, you're getting to the point where you can barely muster any more effort to put one foot in front of the other. You have case manager appointments, IOP appointments, inpatient stays, trying medicine after medicine that your child can't handle. They have adverse effects, or, it makes it worse, or, these are just to name a few of all the hurdles that I have had to cross with my son. And it has definitely taken a toll on my mental health. I'm in the adult version of the intensive outpatient program myself, to find out what medication I need for my depression. I'm on the max dose of Zoloft, 200 milligrams, and it keeps me from being suicidal. There's not much joy, though, aside from that. So for all the moms out there struggling, you're not alone. And in my kid's case, I think we have tried 6-7 different ADHD pills. It can be a long road if your kid is different, and not just different with diagnoses, but different in his ability to handle medication, or if he's in that small category of people who, and about 10% of people, it makes them more violent. Yeah, that seems to be my kid in almost all those little categories. So, hang on. There is light. There is hope. And even since coming out of the meeting, he's been in this program for 6-7 weeks, and normally it should be 4 weeks. So thankfully, his outpatient psychiatrist was also the psychiatrist that runs this program. So I think that's why, he didn't just get my son good enough and send him on his way. Because without medication, my son is scary. And unfortunately, without medication, he all but looked like a sociopath, truly. And I'm the only one in his whole life that doesn't make him pay every day for who he is. I've been his rock. I go to all these appointments. I go with him. I went with him with his first inpatient stay. That was 9 days. We waited a week in the hospital for a bed for the inpatient stay. I stayed with him then. So for all the moms that feel like your special needs child has taken over your life and you struggle after years of dealing with it to find the will anymore, there is help. Keep trying. I know it's so hard. It is so hard. And even though I have good news in this meeting, and my boy will be returning to full days at school on Tuesday, just after the holiday. I'm still out here in my car before I go into my program here in 10 minutes, and I'm just... Maybe it's just because of all the work that I have put in this time, but I'm just like... I'm just drained. And I just want to go home and take a 6-hour nap and veg in front of chick flicks. And yes, I'm happy for my son, absolutely. That's fantastic news. And I was even a little giddy walking out of the building because I'm so happy for him, and I hope this is finally all the things that he needs. I'm just exhausted. I'm exhausted by life. There's no break. So for all the moms struggling out there, the point of everything I'm saying is, I feel you. It's hard. Don't let no one tell you it's not hard. Go with your own gut. Fight for your kid. If you have medicine guilt, I did for a long time too. I'm like, what if my son grows up to be a person who won't take medicine for much of anything? But here I am putting him on medicine because I deem him an unsafe person and a person who's not going to thrive without it. It's, that's hard. I would imagine that any mom with a child with serious behavioral problems will eventually overcome that for herself, but I know that pain too. But you have to do what's right for your child, and I truly believe if my child were unmedicated, not helped, and left to his own vices, I was raising the next high school shooter. Sad, but unfortunately very real in my world. So don't give up hope. Granted, just because my child is on the right medicines now doesn't mean that he won't still have a rough future, because obviously, he's going to have these lifelong illnesses. So I still don't know who he'll become, but at least I'm finally seeing change, and there's hope. I'm new at this, but, if anything about my life is resonating with you, feel free to subscribe. There's just, Truth Bomb Mom, Juggling the Jenkins, both of you, you give me inspiration and hope and make me smile and laugh, and I too want to be that for somebody. Granted, this isn't more of a video to chuckle at, but solidarity, 100%. Feel free to message me too, that's fine. My goal after I get some time for myself is to be a social worker. So, I certainly have the giving heart. I wish all the moms that are struggling to find a normal life with your family, I wish you all the best. I truly do. I wouldn't wish this on my worst enemy. Have a good day.